So before we jump into this video, I just want to say, for one, so just ignore anything that y'all might notice in this video that's off about me. Second, I might sound shallow in this video. I might sound pretty shallow. And no, I'm not gonna sound shallow. Fuck all that. I'm not gonna sound shallow, because if you listen to the story, you'll understand. You'll understand, okay? And also, if you don't like the word dick or penis, I wouldn't watch this video, because I think I just got done saying dick and penis a lot. Like, my mouth feels like I said dickity, dick, 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 I'm down, dick. Okay. If you don't like the word dick, don't watch this video. If it makes you uncomfortable, click off. Go ahead and unlike the video for you hated assholes of the world. I love you. Enjoy.
Give me some.
Hello you guys, Kenneth here, and I am back for another video. What's up, women, tops, bottoms, and girls of the world? Kenneth here, and I am back for another video. As you can read below, it's tea time, and today we are spilling the tea all about my one night with Sugar Daddy. Now, this one night turned into a second night, didn't go farther than a second night, and it's nothing how it sounds, okay? I've personally never really had a sugar daddy. I've never been like a sugar dad, a baby, or whatever. I've always been pretty independent. You know, I'm actually usually the one that's upgrading dudes. I'm not against sugar daddy. I'm not above it at all. You know, I'm not above that. You know why? Because I believe in saving your money and having a man spend it on you, okay? It's called being smart, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, just point blank period. Like, I'm not above it. You know, I don't discriminate, etc. But I've just personally really never been a sugar baby. But the reason that I titled this video this is because the dude that I'm about to talk about was supposed to be some type of sugar daddy. He was supposed to have some type of money. He was supposed to sweeten my waffles, bitch. He could not even sweeten my waffles, girl. Like, he didn't even have the correct serve to sweeten my waffles, bitch. Let's jump into it. If this is your first time watching me, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed. And everybody, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up, because it's greatly appreciated. Also, make sure you guys' notifications are on or whatever, because you don't want to miss a few videos that I have coming. Okay, so one thing about me that a lot of you may not suspect, like a lot of you may think the complete opposite, but one thing about me is that I don't talk a lot. Like, when I say I'm a very chill and quiet person, I'm a very chill and quiet person. And it's not because I'm shy, it's not because I'm like an introvert or anything like that. I just don't talk that much. And I don't know how to explain. Like, I'm one of those people that listen more than I talk. Like, I'm an observer. I observe things on a daily basis. And that's why a lot of you guys usually find me either wise, or you find that I seem more mature for my age, or you find that I give great advice and stuff like that. It's because I've observed so much, and I continue to observe so much. And being an observant person in like the gay community or whatever, you hear a lot. One thing about the gay community is that the girls in the gay community love to talk. When I say girls, I'm referring to gay guys in the gay community. But one thing about the girls in the gay community, girl, is that they love to talk. And usually when they talk, they're talking about dudes. Like, they're talking about men. Like, if you a gay dude and you watching this, I probably know something about you and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that bitch. Like, I know a lot. So with that being said, I observed a lot when I was around 18 and 17 years old, being around different gay dudes and stuff. Like, gay dudes would always want me around them. Not really want me around them, but they wouldn't mind me being around them, being that my boyfriend, everybody rode my boyfriend's dick to the like capacity, like legit rode his dick too. Story time's coming. But like, they rode his dick. And it's because in the gay community, when there's a more masculine gay dude that lives for feminine dudes, they just always got hoes on top of hoes on top of hoes. And that was just that situation. But they wanted me around to get closer to him. So being around all these gay dudes, I would always hear different names and stuff. But there was one name that kept popping up very, very frequently in this little circle of gay dudes I was around. And it's not like it was one or two dudes mentioning this name. It was like 5, 6, 7 dudes mentioning this one dude's name, Artificial Sweetener, the one that this story is about. And the things that were mentioned about him was that he had some bomb ass dick. Like, they talked about his penis as if it was God. Like, when I say they talked about his penis as if it was the best thing on earth, like, girl, like, they talk about his penis like it was no other penis like it, okay? And on top of him having great penis, he was known for taking care of dudes, you know, being a sugar daddy. Like, he was known for having money and not like being shy when it came to spending it. You know, me hearing this dude's name throughout the gay community, seeing things like that, I'm like, bitch, bitch, I really want to know what this dick is about. Like, I wanted to know what the dick was about, like, honestly and truly. So I put my mind to it and I got it. Okay. They always tell you that if you want something, put your mind to it. That's including dick. If you want that dick, put your mind to it and you shall receive that dick. And receiving that dick is what had happened, bitch. After hearing artificial sweetener's name throughout the gay community and stuff like that, I was like, girl, let me go find this man on Facebook, because that's how I knew how to find people back then. And that's exactly what I did. I went to Facebook, I typed up his name. It was very much so easy to find him because we had a lot of mutual friends. I had went and I had requested to add him or whatever. He accepted my friend request almost immediately. I messaged him almost immediately. I told you guys. Someone just texted me and said they miss me. One second. I requested him as a friend. He added me almost immediately. And back then, I was very much so a brave ass bitch. When I say I was a brave hoe, there was no shame in my game at all. And I've said this in the previous tea time. There was no shame in my game, you guys. Like, today, I would never approach a dude first and do stuff like that first. I'm just not that aggressive when it comes to dudes and stuff like that no more. But if you would have caught me 3-4 years ago, bitch, I was a bold hoe sliding into DMs and all that. Okay, I went out and got what I wanted usually. Okay, if it was some dick that I wanted, I was gonna receive it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of hoe that I was back then in the day. Now, like, girl, you gotta speak to me, okay? Like, I will never approach a dude again. I will never approach a dude again, and that's just that. Like, you gotta speak to me. If you watching this and you ever wanted to make your move on me, you are the one that have to make the move. I'm never gonna make the first move. Anywho, so when I had slid up in his messenger or whatever, it took him like a week to respond to me, but he responded to me. And back then, I knew that I needed to use something to reel these dudes in. I had a little game about it. I had the same little jokes I had in the rotation. I was a corny ass bitch, but it worked for these niggas, okay? It reeled them right in. They thought I was just like the funniest little fat bitch on earth. They thought I was just mad chill and stuff like that. And he thought that I was so funny that he actually wanted to chill with me. And I was like, yeah, we could chill with each other. You should take me on a date. Like, I reversed that shit. I was like, nah, we ain't just chilling. You taking me on a date. He was like, how you gonna tell me that I'm gonna take you on a date? Because I told you that you gonna take me on a date. I done heard about you in these streets. I didn't tell him this, of course. I done heard about you in these streets or whatever, spending money on the other fags of the world. It's like, you about to spend money on me too. Take me on a date. We ain't just chilling. And he was like, fine, and it's a date. And we had went to a date, and we go fast forward to the date. So the date that we had set or whatever to have our little date, we was gonna go to the movie theaters, and he was gonna come pick me up, and he came and picked me up. From the first sight, everything that was being said about this dude was matching up. When I say everything was matching up, girl, everything was matching up. He had picked me up in a very nice car. Don't ask me what type of car it was, because I don't know cars. That's not my expertise at all. I'm a dumb bitch when it comes to cars. You ask me about makeup, I can spit something out, at you like that, like with the quickness, blah, blah, blah. Cars, I'm gonna be like, huh? Like, I'm a complete blonde when it comes to cars. Like, I have no, I know what a Range Rover is. He ain't picked me up in a Range Rover, but he picked me up in a nice car. That's all that matters. So I get up in his car, whatever. When he came, pulled up and picked me up, and I was like, oh, okay, it smelled like daddy. He had the daddy music playing on the radio and stuff. 97.9 The Box in Houston, Texas. What's good? And I got in the car, and he was like, what's good? We, open a dialogue with each other, and we drove to the movie theaters. We got to the movie theater, and when we got to the movie theater, he paid for everything. We had a great, great movie. So after the movie, he invited me to come back to his place, and I was like, yes, because I know what's coming next or whatever. I'm about to get this dick that everybody's talking about, and that's how I went into it. When I tell you, I had ate nothing but popcorn that day at the movie theater and nothing but gummy bears, bottoms out there. If you ever know you about to get some dick that day, or you feel like you about to get some dick that day, and you know that you really can't eat nothing because you ain't gonna have time to clean yourself and do all that, make sure you eat gummy bears, because they will fulfill your starvations. And not only will they fulfill your starvations or whatever, but they got you. Okay, it's not gonna be a messy situation. I got y'all. Okay, I done been around the block. I don't be making myself sound like such a hoe, and I'm not. So he invites me back to his place, and I go back to his place or whatever. And when we got there, he lived with his mother, and his mother was a very cool woman, like a very cool woman. Like she was one of them cool drunk bitch moms. Like she was the cool mom, like from that movie Mean Girls or whatever. She was a cool mom. Okay, she was that bitch. Okay, like his mama had her titties done and everything. She was everything, by the way. Like if she ever run across this video, I know I'm about to talk shit about your son, but you, bitch, you was something serious, okay? Because you had me shook. I was living for his mama, low key, and his mama was so cool to the point where she had actually left when we had got there because she knew something. She was like, "Y'all kids have fun now." She pulled one of them numbers. So we got there. His mother left, and we went up to his room. Go up to his room. Like I said, I already know what was about to go down or whatever. So I was just prepared or whatever. He tried to put something on TV. I just was like, "Come here, give me that dick." So when we started doing stuff or whatever, this is when stuff started to not add up to me, and this is when I started to get a little bit upset. Okay, so I done told y'all how I done heard through the grapevine and that this dude had just the, the bombest dick on earth, right? His dick was bomb. That's what I had heard about him. And as we were doing whatever, I ain't gonna say it was bad, but the way they talked this penis up, I just knew that this was gonna have me feeling a different type of way, and it didn't. Like it was not good at all. Like it wasn't bad, but it was not good. I had at least 4 dicks prior to this dude, so I was confused because I had already had good dick, and the way we was doing whatever, he didn't know how to, do nothing. He didn't know how to find a little spot. It's a lot of stuff that goes into doing anal stuff, like, and I was just confused because I was like, these little gays running around here talking about this dick bomb and stuff like that. Bitch, I was a fresh 18, 17 years old, and I knew better than this. Like, this wasn't nothing. Like, I was honestly, and like, I was devastated. I was devastated. I was disappointed. I faked it the whole way through. I kid you not. I don't even want to go into detail. Just know that the dick was not what it was hyped up to be. It was either that the dick just wasn't that good or I had higher expectations. Either way it went, it didn't meet my expectations, and I was not a happy camper. But I was like, you know what? The reason that these dudes are boosting this dude's dick is because he has money, and I'ma boost his dick too because he got money. So Gold Digging Ken had basically came out, and Gold Digging Ken was like, okay, his dick ain't that good, but he still has money. Like I was not a dumb bitch, okay? I was very much so a smart bitch. I was probably in my senior year of high school when I had smashed old dude or whatever. Bitch, we got senior dues and shit to pay. I need, I'ma still be messing with him. Like, like honestly, he had bad dick, but money will make you have good dick. Like, come on, come on, come on. Money will make you have some good dick, okay? So I was like, okay, I could deal with this. So after our little hookup and after our little date night and stuff like that, we had continued to text each other and we continued to stay in contact because, like I said, I was still going to fuck with him. Like I had all the plans to still fuck with him. That was my plan, to still mess with this man, okay? My plan was to still mess with this man because he had money, and I stuck to the plan, okay? So we had got around to him wanting to chill with me again, and I was like, okay, we can chill again. Like that's perfectly fine with me. He said he was gonna pick me up a certain day, and I don't really remember all the details at this point of the story or whatever, but I do remember that he picked me up, and it was a school night because I had actually got in trouble for this by my mama. Like I told my mama where I was going, and she is the type of bitch that don't care, but she used to trip at certain times. Like my mama was a fool, and she still is a fool. Anyways, so he came to pick me up on the school night, and this time when he came to pick me up, everything was a little different. Okay, this particular school night or whatever, he comes to pick me up. He comes to pick me up, and he texts me, and he said he was outside waiting. So I go outside, and I didn't see his car, the original car that he had picked me up in the first time we had went on a little date or whatever. That's the car that I was looking for. But I kept texting him on my little HTC smartphone, like one of the first smartphones ever, bitch. I'm on my little HTC smartphone. I think it might have been a HTC Evo, one of those. And I'm texting him, and I'm like, where are you? He talking about he in front of my house. I'm looking in front of my house for the car that he had originally picked me up in, and I'm like, you are not here. Where are you? Stop playing. You know, I'm going back and forth. He was like, I'm right here. I'm about to turn on the lights. So he turns on the lights to the car, and he was in front of my house, but he was not in the original car that he had originally picked me up in. Like, I was confused, okay? When you can see rust on a car at night, bitch, it's pitch black outside and I can see the rust. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 street lights on this motherfucking street, bitch. Your car is not lit up, bitch. Why can I see the rust on your car at night? Like, I was very much so confused. I was confused as to why there was rust on this car. Because I know that the car that I seen 2 weeks ago that you picked me up in, I know I don't know cars, bitch, but this is not the same car. I know cars do not rust at that fast of a pace. Cars rarely rust, bitch, okay, unless they are a lot of old. You know what I'm saying? So, I was like, okay, he is here. But I went to the car, had a hard time opening up the car door or whatever. Bitch, I get up in this motherfucking car. This car is screaming, slide some oil to me, bitch, 10 teas from the whiz. This car was screaming all types of, bitch, I'm in dire need of attention. I kid y'all not, like, this was a hoop. It was a hoopty, okay? This was like a hoopty. I had hopped up in the hoopty, bitch, and I'm like, girl, what is going on? I'm in this car like, bitch, your car, like, girl, I'm trying to ignore all the problems that whatever. I'm gonna get in this car, and we go ahead to your house, and we gonna go chill. Down the car or whatever, I think he could tell, like, sense that something was wrong, and when I say he could sense that something was wrong, he sensed that I had peeped that something wasn't right with the car or whatever, clearly, because it was not the same car at all, girl. And he had told me his car was at the crib, like he had snuck it in there. So I was like, okay, your car might be at the crib. I'm gonna put it. I'm not gonna hold it against you. Let's just go ahead to your little crib and stuff. We get to his crib, and when we got to his crib, I seen the car in the driveway. So I was like, oh girl, he was telling the right story. But we walk up in the house, and that's when I was like, nah, your story ain't adding up. Your story is not adding up. We walk in the house. His mother is like waiting for him or whatever. His mama was like, hey baby, and I was like, hey girl. Like, hey, blah, blah. And I went up to his room. And when I went up to his room, I hear him and his mama talking. So him and his mama talking or whatever. And she talk about where my car keys at? You've been driving my car around here like it's mine or whatever. And all I asked for you was to make sure you didn't lose my keys. Make sure you leave my keys where you found them. Like, that's what she was going off on him about. And I heard this whole conversation because the walls was very thin in his house. Okay, that's why she always left when we got there or whatever, because she knew she didn't want to hear all that. Okay, but anyway, so I'm like, what is going on? I'm listening at the conversation. She like, Mom, be quiet. Mom, be quiet. She was like, no, where my keys at? Where my keys at? Like, she was going off on him about her car. And immediately I assumed, like, it don't take a fucking rocket science, bitch, okay? 2 + 2 = 4, 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been showboated in your mama car, and she just got on your ass about that shit. Like, that's what the conversation was about. So, she had left. I guess they found the keys or whatever. Don't really know what happened with that situation, but she left. He came upstairs and I'm like, what was that all about? Like, what was that all about? He basically told me to mind my business. Like, and he said it with an attitude, and then 2 minutes later he expected me to give him some pussy. No ma'am. No pussy from Ken, not today, not gold digger Ken, bitch. Bye. So I was like, no, he ain't getting none that night. And that was pretty much the end of this motherfucking story, bitch. He ain't getting none that night. I ain't talked to him after that night or whatever. I stayed at his house just at the least it was 1 hour. Okay, I didn't stay there that long. Stayed at his place 1 hour. He took me home in a hoopty, bitch. I ain't talked to him ever again in life. What I will say though is that 2 years ago he had got locked up. Don't know what he got locked up for, but I'm gonna assume it was something that had to do with some fraud shit or whatever. Like, this dude was a fraud. He was a fraud. And the people in the gay community let him get away with this shit. And that brings me to a little quick rant. In a gay community, I notice a lot, especially on Instagram and stuff like that. And this is just in different communities all across the board. It's not just the gay community, but I see the gay community all the time. So I'm saying the gay community, but I know this goes on all the time with other people. People showboat and like they have it when they really don't. When I tell you it is okay if you don't have it. You don't have to go around showboating what you don't have or whatever. You on Instagram in the latest fashions wearing Balenciagas, bitch, with a Fendi belt and everything else like that, right? But you ain't got the pot to piss in. Not only do you not have a pot to piss in, but you're living in an apartment with 15 other motherfuckers, okay? A 1 bedroom, 1 bath apartment, bitch, okay? With 15 other motherfuckers. If you do not have it, it's okay not to have it. I don't know where we get this concept in our mind that we have to, impress other people and stuff like that. You don't have to impress anybody but yourself, bitch, okay? Like, bitch, if you walking around with a bag that costs more than the amount of money that you have in the bank, something is wrong. You have life fucked. Okay, you have life fucked up. Okay, you're trying to impress the Joneses and keep up with the Kardashians, girl. You're not even Kim before Ray J and a sex tape, bitch. Like, come on now. Like, we really have to get this together. We really have to get it because I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of seeing. You got the latest fashions, but you ain't got. You don't have nothing of your own. But you showing off on Instagram. No. Oh, okay. You showing off for the people of social media. Okay. Because this was a classic case of bitches showing off or whatever. And you lying ass gay dudes, let me tell you something. If a dude ain't got good dick, I don't care how much money he have. Don't ever boost it. Because this ain't the first time this shit done happen. Okay. And I'm upset about it, bitch. I know. I'm upset about it. This ain't the first time that I went out and went for hunting on dick because y'all said the dick was good and the dick was whack as fuck. Y'all don't know what dick is. Y'all don't know what good dick is. You don't know how to be treated as boredoms, okay? And I'm clearly joking right now, but I'm a little upset about it. But I'm gonna end this on a light note. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. So that was it for this particular tea time, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this particular video. If you did, please make sure you hit that subscribe button if this was your first time watching me, okay? And if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. I'm high as shit as right now, if you didn't know. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead on about y'all day or whatever, and I will see you in the next video. I love you guys. As always, flip your hair even if you do not have any hair, and yeah, stay flawless. Bye.
See me up in the club with 11 girls, posted in the back, diamond things in my grill, Brooklyn brim with my eyes sitting low. Every boy in here with me got that smoke, and every girl in here gotta look me up and down. All on Instagram, cake by the